So you like watching discs spin? Well, stay tuned and let me show you how this mod is done. For starters, let's go over the stuff you will need. Some assorted sandpaper, a jeweler's file, a ruler, a pencil, fine point Sharpie, Phillips head screwdriver, wire strippers/cutters, a hot glue gun, some masking tape, a sheet of thin plexiglass, don't mind this old scrap piece, the new piece was too large for this shot, a soldering iron, solder, rotary tool with cutting disc. If you plan on adding LEDs, then either a LED strip or LEDs and resistors. Some thin gauge wire. I would recommend checking out my other video as it shows in more detail how to hook up and mount the LEDs, which I just gloss over in this video. Also, I make the assumption you know how to take apart the Xbox, so if you need help with that, check the link in the description. For starters, you will want to take masking tape, lay it down, then use your pencil and ruler to draw out your cut. A quick tip, use a jewel to get this curve to match up perfectly. Of course, you don't have to make your window shaped like mine, feel free to experiment here. Now we will just need to take the top shell off the Xbox. If you haven't followed any of my other tutorials, then you will have a top Faraday cage, which is easily removed with a flathead screwdriver. Now take your rotary tool and get to cutting. Once you have your rough cut, you will notice you have these bits protruding on the underside, which you will need to cut down to be flush with the case. Once that's done, admire your rough cut, which will need a bit of sanding. The more sanding you do, the better it'll look. When you're happy with yours, you should have something that looks like this. Honestly, I should have spent longer on this, but it doesn't look half bad. Use your Sharpie to mark out the DVD drive. This will help you know how much you need to cut out. Once you have done that, you will need to remove the DVD drive and take off the top cover. There are a few different drives for the Xbox. Mine only has 4 screws. Yours may be a little different, but it shouldn't be too tough to figure out. Now take some masking tape to mark off where you will be cutting. I will be following this circle like so. Now that you have it cut, you should tidy up the edges with some sandpaper or a file. When doing this, all you really need to do is keep this little round bit intact, as it keeps the disc in place while it's being read, not sure on the technical term. Now, this is optional, but I chose to paint my top piece flat black, and here it is reinstalled to the drive. Not too bad. Now we will bring our focus back to the case lid. Now, I can't really guide you through the cutting of the plexiglass, just eye it out and make one cut at a time. But once you have something that fits, go ahead and mount it with some hot glue. Once that's in, I will be taking a bit of LED strip and mounting it like this. But if you are going to use regular 3mm LEDs, you can place them here, here, and here. I will be splicing into the wires for my dual lighting, which lead to my main power connector. The 12-volt source on the hard drive power cable are the yellow for positive and the black is your negative. Now just put your Xbox back together and admire your work. This Xbox is in desperate need of a new paint job, but that's a whole nother story. Thanks for watching. I hope this tutorial was able to help you. If it did, please leave a like, and if you have any questions, leave a comment and subscribe for more modding goodness. You can follow me on Twitter at TechnoOnTop. Also, if you want to check out some other sweet mods other people have done, check out my last video, and till next time, peace.